We did kick things off with the return of Stephanie McMahon in her native Connecticut, interrupting Shane McMahon, talking about that on Sunday we will get the reveal of who is officially in charge of Monday Night Raw, who is the new authority figure in WWE. Will it be Shane? Will it be Stephanie? Will it be someone else? We don't know yet. So not too much of a surprise. There's been rumors for a while now the authority could be on their way back to WWE TV in the near future. Triple H was not with her. It was just Stephanie. So I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes. Not really. I don't want the authority back, but we'll see where this leads to on Sunday. But Donnie, what are your thoughts on the return of Stephanie McMahon to Monday Night Raw?
Honestly, I'm more mad about WrestleMania 32 still. Now when I see Shane McMahon running Raw every single week and now possibly even gaining full control of Raw, I just look back at that WrestleMania match between Shane McMahon and Undertaker, and I wonder why it happened. Because neither of the Undertaker didn't have to go away, but Shane did if he lost. So Undertaker went away and Shane stuck around. So it's completely ass backwards. I don't know what to make of that. So I don't know what to make of the entire storyline. When we go back and we vote for worst storyline of the year, this almost certainly will have my vote. Because if Shane does take power, as most people think he will, and then you get some sort of feud against Shane, maybe Shane aligning with Vince McMahon against Triple H and Stephanie, and there's your power struggle leading into SummerSlam and beyond. But to me, why did you add the stipulations to the Undertaker match if that was the plan? I just don't get it. It just makes me very angry at the inconsistencies in the storytelling.
For you, does the good outweigh the bad? And we've talked to people in the last couple of weeks that, although we do agree that it makes absolutely no sense for Shane to be running Raw right now because, like you said, he lost at WrestleMania. He's running Raw anyway. Taker is nowhere to be seen. We haven't heard from him since. Wins and losses essentially mean nothing in WWE right now, wins and losses. But do you think that Shane running Raw has brought more excitement to the program in the last couple of weeks, and that kind of outweighs the fact that, like you said, it makes absolutely no sense right now that he's running Raw?
My problem is that the same people who were writing Raw before WrestleMania are writing Raw now. Shane, truly, I just don't think he has any true input in what's happening. I think the same amount of writers. Vince is still calling the shots. My problem is if WWE can pull the trigger on these, what we consider as better shows, of more wrestling-centric, more younger guys being pushed, if they can do this, why are they not doing it all the time? It makes me angry to see, like, these are the same guys before. Is it good or bad? It really is no different. It's just they're booking a little bit different because they want to have the perception that Shane's in charge and that he's booking a better show. My problem is, if WWE was capable of booking these better shows all along, why aren't they doing so? Are they being terrible on purpose? Why are you doing this to me? I love your product. Why are you hurting me on purpose?
RJ, your thoughts on Stephanie coming back?
He said, it just makes no sense from the WrestleMania match. Like we said, we've gone over a couple weeks. Like, it's better than the authority, but it's getting to a point now. It's like, literally, why is he here? Like you said, they haven't had any explanation besides overwhelming social media support, and that's in quotations. I don't understand. Like, it makes no sense. Like, that's the reason Shane McMahon's running Raw, because social media is blowing up for Shane McMahon. Then why would Roman Reigns be WWE World Heavyweight Champion? They boo him every night. So that makes no sense. Like you said a couple weeks ago, they need to have, like, an actual, like, reason for him to be running Raw. Like, maybe him and Vince work something out that Stephanie doesn't know about, or there has to be something there. It can't just be like, yep, you lost, and, we're just going to throw that behind us, and, everyone loves you, so we're just going to put you on Raw every week, because it makes no sense. And back to what he said, the writers are the same. It's not like Shane's booking every match. They're just, like, pushing younger guys, so why can't they do that more frequently?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, when we saw a couple weeks ago, the night after WrestleMania, people were happy to see Shane running Raw and in charge of Raw. But Vince has all this animosity towards his son. He called him a son of a bitch. Remember, about a month and a half ago.
Of a bitch.
The way that he said it was great. But and now he's allowing him to run Raw. So in storyline, it makes absolutely no sense. And then in the bigger picture here, like I said before, kind of I alluded to in the beginning, that it means the authority is on their way back. We get that on Sunday. Thankfully, it's not the centerpiece of the show, as it has been in the past. The centerpiece, the focal point of Payback is AJ Styles aligned with Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson? Is it Roman Reigns or another higher being, a higher power, whatever? So I'm glad that's the focus going into the pay-per-view and not this garbage. And they saved it, for the opening segment. That was it. The entire show last night was pretty much devoted to Styles, Reigns, Gallows, and Anderson, which we'll talk about momentarily too. But I'm glad they kept it limited to just the first 50 minutes of the show. And it was a good segment, too. I think they have good chemistry. Obviously, I mean, they're siblings, but just the overall picture of Shane still running Raw regardless of what we saw at WrestleMania. And we talked about it right after WrestleMania too. It was Moments Mania, pretty much. I mean, it was all about moments. It was all about creating, historic...
Buzzworthy news.
Exactly, making it in the headlines and stuff, in the mainstream media, like Shaq wrestling, Shane jumping off the top of the cell, all this other garbage, and nothing affects, like, Stone Cold coming back, and that affects nothing the next night on Raw. Even Zack Ryder got his moment, and then he lost the belt the next night on Raw, so it was all about moments. Not complaining, but, like I said, the overall product right now I think is better, but just the little stuff like this makes zero sense.